Dubai's mysterious first lady, her real identity will stun you. No one in Dubai ever saw her clearly. They called her the mysterious first lady, a woman who appeared only behind tinted windows, her shadow reflected in palace glass, her perfume lingering longer than her presence. She was always near, yet no one knew her name. Rumors spread through the golden corridors of the city. Some said she was royalty from a hidden lineage. Others whispered she was a foreign soul who had captured a prince's heart. But the truth, as with all royal secrets, was more extraordinary than fiction. It began one quiet evening at the royal stables. Sheikh Hamdan, known for his love of horses and poetry, had been training his champion, Stallion, when he noticed someone sketching the horses from a distance. Her scarf fluttered in the desert wind, and her eyes, calm, confident, and unreadable, met his for a brief moment. No words were spoken that night, but something shifted in the air. She left before sunset, leaving behind only a small leather notebook. Inside were detailed sketches of the horses, and one poem written in delicate Arabic calligraphy. "The wind does not chase the sand, it carries it home." The words haunted the crown prince. He tried to find her, but the palace guards returned only with silence. Weeks passed. Then one morning she appeared again, this time in the royal art gallery, standing before a portrait of his late mother. "She loved painting," the woman said softly when Hamdan approached. "But no one paints grief the way you do." Her voice was steady, but full of hidden sorrow. The prince, known for his grace but not his vulnerability, felt something stir within him. He asked her name. She smiled faintly. "Names make people visible. I'd rather stay unseen." From that day forward, she was seen everywhere and nowhere. At charity events, behind the photographers. At royal horse races, hidden beneath a wide hat. At poetry evenings, always in the last row, silently listening. People called her the Lady of Silence. But within the palace, whispers began. Was she the woman who changed the Sheikh's heart? Months later, during Dubai's National Day celebration, the mystery deepened. While the royal family waved from the balcony, an elegant figure stood a few steps behind them, wearing a white veil embroidered with falcons. Cameras caught her reflection in a window, and the world noticed. Social media exploded. Who is she? Why does she always hide her face? Is she Dubai's real first lady? Yet the palace remained silent. The royal Instagram account said nothing. No official statement. Only silence. The kind that hides truth more effectively than denial. But one investigative journalist couldn't resist. Her name was Layla Nasser, and she had covered royal affairs for years. She began digging, tracing photographs, guest lists, event records. What she found shocked even her. The mysterious woman was not from a royal background. Layla Nasser sat in her apartment overlooking downtown Dubai, the royal note trembling in her hand. The single initial, F, burned into her thoughts. Fazza, Sheikh Hamdan. If the note truly came from him, then this woman's secret was not just personal. It was protected by the crown itself. But who was she really? The next morning, Layla drove to Al Ain, the quiet city where the art teacher was said to have lived. Her small villa stood at the edge of a date farm, white walls sun-faded, the scent of jasmine in the air. An elderly gardener recognized the name immediately. "You mean Amara?" he said softly. "The one who painted the falcons?" "She left years ago, after her father's passing. But she, She used to speak about the prince as if he were poetry. Layla's heart raced. Amara, a name at last. She searched through local galleries and finally found one of Amara's paintings, a portrait of a stallion under a golden sky. In the corner, barely visible, the artist had signed her name, and next to it, a small falcon feather symbol, the very same that appeared on the royal veil the mysterious woman once wore. It was her. Amara was the mysterious First Lady. But the question remained, why was her identity hidden? That evening, Layla received an unexpected call. A man's voice, calm and composed, spoke in Arabic. "You are searching for what should not be found." "Who is this?" she demanded. "I am a friend of the palace," he replied. "If you continue your investigation, you will not find a story. You will find a tragedy." Before she could respond, the line went dead. 2 days later, an anonymous envelope appeared at her door. Inside, there was a photograph. Amara standing beside Sheikh Hamdan in a desert camp. They weren't posing for the camera. They were laughing, lost in their own world. The caption on the back read simply, "Before the crown, before the silence." Layla realized what it meant. Their story had begun long before he became Crown Prince, before duty separated hearts and titles built walls. According to palace insiders she discreetly contacted, Amara had been Hamdan's close friend for years. She was the one who helped him prepare for his poetry recitals, the one who understood his need for freedom beyond the throne. But when royal expectations pressed upon him, when the time came to marry within tradition, Amara quietly disappeared. Only now, years later, she had returned not as a queen, not as a princess, but as the silent figure behind him, unseen yet ever present. One of the insiders whispered something that sent chills down Layla's spine. They were married in a private ceremony long ago before anyone knew. It was never made public. She became his wife in the desert under the stars, with only the falcons as witnesses. Layla couldn't believe it. If that was true, Dubai's mysterious First Lady wasn't a secret lover, she was his real wife, hidden from the world to protect her peace. Suddenly everything,